happening in the atmospheric concentration of sulfur dioxide. You know, if you know some chemistry, sulfur dioxide is a precursor of acid. So when there is more sulfur dioxide in air during rain, it will become acidic rain and it will harm the immune system. We could see that sulfur dioxide, we monitor the eczema observation. We send them for sterilizing to Sweden and another place. So that always monitor in a very precise and scientific manner. What we could see after this, that concentration of sulfur dioxide in pulmonary is 4 to 5 times in winter than during summer. But if it is inside the country, there is not so much difference. And we can find the result. You know, in winter, air is coming from other side of the border, coming transformed area. So, and you can, if there is Parakapere, you can obstruct that. But in anything, even yeah, so we see winter sulfur dioxide from water from India and China is coming to Bangladesh. And they are increasing the atmospheric concentration. But while that is monsoon, again it drops because during monsoon there will be while in the atmosphere sulfur dioxide and other gas will be there. When there will be rain, it will become, acidic rain, and so that its concentration. It was very interesting. So after that, we came to conclusion. I put it here that depression of the world, about name. Like there was the concept, there was the Sundarban lying from the top. It was true that top line. And there are three results. One, you pour water during winter, fresh water into gas, everything. Second one is, usually trees, they take their nutrients from the soil and তার সুন্দরী গাছগুলো শিকড় আছে ওরা যেভাবে মাটি থেকে গ্রহণ করে ওইটা যেহেতু তখন স্যালাইনিটির পরিমাণ বেশি থাকে তারা গ্রহণ করে আর থার্ড যেটা সবচেয়ে ইম্পর্টেন্ট এর ফলে যে বাতাসে যে আর্দ্রতা এবং অন্যান্য সবগুলো মিলে এই সুন্দরবনের ইকোসিস্টেমের উপর আঘাত করতেছে এবং এইভাবে সুন্দরবন ধীরে ধীরে বলে যাচ্ছে। It was a very interesting phenomenon, and this project result was published in so many international journals, especially acid rain jamboree in Sweden, where it was presented as a key effort. And another time in Europe, the acid rain conference, it was presented. So, this phenomenon is established now that we have to work more, especially we are telling that while Bangladesh government was trying to established food station in Sundarban area. Then we protested, and there are many groups there. Our main idea was that if water, air from India and China is coming to Bangladesh to have impact on Sundarban. What will happen by river doing that? Power station in Bangladesh. That time Bangladesh government don't listen to us, and now they are coming saying that this problem is there, is we have to stop it, we have to stop it. So I always think that as a scientist, we have to be pro-nationalist. We know our country. We don't know this is the problem, who is nothing. So we have to save our country. For this, we should all come together and try so that our Sundarban system is restored and the collector community and then growth about that. That is one time we have Sundarban that we have been done. I request you all to join and whatsoever. This is scientific. There are also social reasons, but main thing is scientific is quite important. You get those that are most important, and this can be applied international method. One man getting another. I think we should work with her, and I request you all thank you. Very nice.
So, thank you, Professor Joseph Ahmed and his team, with Professor Saidul Rahman. So, you have presented very nicely, and it is also brief, but it is very informative. On Sundarban ecological disaster. Now we will start presentation on another topic, which is hydrohegemony or hydroharmony addressing ecological disaster faced in deltaic Bangladesh. So for presentation on these topics, I will request Dr. Imran Ansari. He is the Joint Secretary General of the International Character Committee, New York. So Mr. Dr. Imran Ansari, please.
Honorable moderator, dear discussion and dear audience, it's my great honor to be here to present my paper on water sharing conflicts, ecological threats, and diplomatic challenges in Bangladesh, a focus on water relation with India. I would like to correct my subject matter actually. My subject is this subject. Thank you very much. So I have, you may see my abstract summarized paper in the brochure, and I have full version of article, and I'm going to present through slideshow, and I'm going to talk something in narrated way. So in a short way, you can receive some message from my topic. We will know that the sharing of water from the 54 transboundary rivers between Bangladesh and India has long been a continuous issues impacting ecological balance, agricultural productivity, and the livelihoods of millions of who depend on these rivers. The integrated dynamics of water governance, ecological integrity, and diplomatic initiatives underscores the multifaceted nature of Bangladesh water security concern. I define this is not only water security concern, but also a holistically a national security concern. So, what is the ecological impacts on Bangladesh due to Farakka barrage? First of all, it has tremendous water diversion impact. So, what is the impact? The diversion on the Ganges water through Farakka barrage has caused severe ecological disruption, which fundamentally alters the Padma flows, patterns, and affects the entire downstream ecosystems. One of the significant studies we have observed by Professor Zaman in 2014, which research in Kustia region reveals a direct correlation between the diversion of Padma water flow and ecological changes, resulting in significant negative impacts on surrounding biodiversity. And it is directly impacted on the bird species. As per the studies in 2014, not these current studies, there were some bird species we have observed like bank moina, gang shalika, পাতি জল মুরগি বাংলায় বলি, সবুজ টিয়া, মেঘে রাজহাঁস. In 2014, these types of birds no longer visible and rarely seen birds were dhola manikjor, kingfisher like masranga, large egret, borobo, ruby shell, leather whistling teal, pati sorali, মেটে বনা বাবি এবং ছোট নলজিরিয়া. It is important now, the rarely seen bird, we can know whether we are able to see or not. I think it will be a current research work to observe the bird species impacts. I included one table from previous research from Indo-Bangladesh Joint River Commission, Dhaka, Bangladesh, and the study shows that the estimated losses due to Farakka barrages from 1976 to 1993. So you may see in my table that in categorically what types of losses, financial losses, like agriculture, fisheries, forestry, industry, public health, navigation, dredging, and Gorai intake channel and Gorai off-trade channel. Nearly 3 billion estimated losses from 1976 to 1993. Based on this data, my contribution, based on this data, I use algorithm to explore what will be the projected estimated losses from 1976 to 2024. You may see in my table that I developed this. So what we have seen that, and I discussed with pure economic scientists whether my projection is right or wrong. They said no, real losses would be 80 times more in terms of money value and other factors. And then I calculated the real losses would be therefore 80 times within my projection that 25 lakh 6,023 $360 million losses due to character villages from 1976 to 2024. Now I am going to share some diplomatic and bilateral issue toward these Farakka villages. You may know the historical context. The Farakka village was constructed by India in 1960s and operational since 1975, was designed to divert water from the Ganges to Hooghly River to elevate siltation at the Kolkata port. And secondly, we have seen the 1996 treaty provision. In 1996, India and Bangladesh signed a 30-year agreement to share dry season flows of the Ganges. The treaty outlines specific water allocations based on flow levels but lacks a guaranteed minimum flow clause, leading to concerns during periods of low availability. What is the current development of this treaty? With the treaty set to expire in 2026, it is knocked at the door. India and its people and pressure group, NGOs, advocating for a revised agreement that reflects its growing development needs. This has raised apprehensions in Bangladesh about potential reduction in water share. So, these types of advocating, voice raising, procession came from Bangladesh part that our treaty should be continued and treaties must be accommodate the climate change issues and treaties must ensure a commitment written by the agreement. But I think in the nearer history, the International Farakka Committee only raises this issue. So it is not International Farakka Committee issue. This is the national issues. It should be in the people diaspora, in the political arena to diplomatic arena, from academic arena to scientific arena. We have to holistically explore this issue, raise this issue in the global stage. to complete and continue the Drinking Water Treaty. So what will be our diplomatic policy challenges? I'm thinking in the morning, what will be the policy challenges? So I find out 3 or 4. How much time I have? Sorry. Asymmetrical power dynamics. India, we know that as an upper Riparian country, holds a strategic advantage, often leading to unilateral decision on water diversion without comprehensive agreements on all transboundary rivers. These types of scenario we have observed when Indo-Pakistan conflict arrived in the recent time. They trying to withdraw from the Indus River Agreement. Those agreements mediated by World Bank and United Nations. So these types of situations may be, and I have to say that perhaps the relation between Bangladesh and India after the uprising we have observed, they are doing something. So we have to very much conscious, and we have to very much conscious about these issues. And secondly, lack of comprehensive agreements. Beyond the Ganges, many shared rivers we have, such as the Tista River, lack formal water sharing treaties, exacerbating tension and uncertainty we have observed. And thirdly, the need for integrated water management. Experts advocate for a basin-wide integrated approach to water resource management that consider both ecological sustainability and equitable distribution. So what is my recommendation? I have wrote in my brochure, you can read that. So for your concentration, I read it again. The current research for real-time impact analysis. What I wrote, it is almost 10, 12 years dead based on what I wrote here and what I present here. We need to have current research, what's going on. So you may know that International Farakka Committee in New York, led by Tipu Sultan, we are formed we decided that we are going to do research, and we set up a research team. If you have any expert, those who are working with us to go field level and collect data, and we will share this data for our nation. So we need current research. And secondly, revisiting flow allocation mechanism. We have to reevaluate what we have done with India to see what they committed and what we have received from them. We have to revisit it and reevaluate. And thirdly, we have to incorporating climate variability upstream usage. When the Bangladesh and India came into an accord sign, at the time I think the climate change impact not highlighted at that time. So in 2026 we have to include it, we have to reassessment on the base of climate change impact. And we have to establish a robust dispute resolution mechanism. And we have to embracing benefit sharing approach. Maybe another approach, Maybe we develop something and they have developed something, we can share this benefit. Maybe there will be another type of solution. And enhancing institutional collaboration. Those who are working in that issue, we have to work in together to save our people, to save the humanity, to save the ecosystem of South Asia. And we have to addressing political and regional dynamics to resolve our shared boundary, river crisis, water sharing crisis. And last and finally, we need public diplomacy. We need public diplomacy. We raise our voice. We have to talk in the stars. We have to talk. If we have a chance in the talk show, we have to raise this issue. If we are a political personalities, if we have a chance, we have to speak at least one sentence. And if we are in the academia, 1 hour and 1.5 hour class, at least one sentence for this issue to raise the awareness among the students. So thank you very much to hear me. Thank you, Imran Ansari, for your very elaborate presentation and also it is containing a lot of information in it. So now we want to go to next presenter, Herald Akhtar Mohammed, Director. Talking Souls International USA.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Good. First off, I would like to thank Dr. Imran Ansari about a beautiful presentation. He said very important things. I hope. Sorry about that. I hope everybody will listen. So, let me start. Water, water is life. A human body can go weeks without a single bite of food, but just a few days without water is a death sentence. For decades, Bangladesh has suffered because certain countries control the rivers that flow into our land. After the construction of the Kharagpur Barrage by India in 1975, Bangladesh began to experience dry seasons where rivers stopped flowing, and then sudden floods during the monsoon when excess water was dumped into our territory. To address decades of water injustice, the Ganges Water Sharing Treaty, which we just discussed, was signed in 1996 by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. It was supposed to guarantee Bangladesh's fair share of water during the dry season, no less than 50,000 cusecs, with daily monitoring and mutual trust. But I ask you, has this promise been kept? Has this treaty worked? No. Far from it. The promise has been broken from the very beginning. In 1997, the very first dry season after the treaty, water flow dropped below the agreed threshold of 50,000. Instead of the minimum 50,000 cubic feet per second, Bangladesh received barely 46,000, a violation in the first year. In the early 2000s, these numbers continued to decline. By 2006, this number dropped to 40,000 cusecs, which is 20% below the treaty minimum. Fast forward to 2018, the situation worsened. Flow dipped to around 30,000 cubic feet per second. That's 40% below what was promised by the treaty. The Ganges Treaty did not protect us. It legalized the theft of Bangladesh's water. So this theft brings no official explanation, no accountability. This is not cooperation. This is control. This treaty is now set to expire next year in 2026. At the same time, the Joint River Commission created to monitor, manage, and communicate between nations have become inactive. They do not meet regularly, they do not respond in real time, and India is not sharing live data with Bangladesh on river flow or water release. So how can we protect our people if we don't know what's coming? How can we farm, feed, or protect our nation if we are left blind? Okay, a lot of problems. Now it's time for me to share some serious solutions. What must we do? One, the Joint River Commission must be reactivated and reformed. It must work. It must share data. It must include voices from the ground, not just politicians and groups. Two, India must be held responsible to share real-time water information with Bangladesh. We need to know when water is being held or released, not after the disaster strikes, but before. Three, the 1996 treaty must not be reformed in the same broken form. We call on the government of Bangladesh to bring this issue to the United Nations. The next treaty must include a guarantee